Hello, I'm Bill Passannante. I'm a partner at Anderson Kill in New York, and I'm here to speak with you today about insurance tips for a corporate law department. And I'm going to go through 7 tips for your corporate law department regarding insurance. First, prepare for sudden boom type disasters. Those are fires, explosions, a cyber breach, a theft, or a fraud. Those types of disasters happen quickly and they happen without warning. One of the best ways to prepare for those disasters is to develop a thorough contingency plan with a clear idea of who is on your team. What insurance professionals need to be on your team, what engineering professionals need to be on your team, what finance and management professionals need to be on your team. And you may even want to consider something called enterprise risk management and to do a thorough, what's called an ERM review before that sudden boom type disaster takes place. And finally, insurance is a part of controlling those types of disasters as well, and work with your risk management team to make sure you have the correct insurance in place. Second, prepare for a slow motion disaster. What do I mean by that? These are disasters that can take years, even decades to develop. Often they're in the context of product liability issues, where a product that has been in circulation for years causes some alleged injury. It could be injuries in the nature of environmental harm, which also is of the nature of a long-term harm. What's one of the things that a corporate law department can do to prepare for those type of slow motion disasters? The main thing you can do from an insurance perspective is to find your old insurance policies. Those old insurance policies are worth more than their weight in diamonds or gold, but those insurance policies, which may have been sold 5 or 10 or 20 years ago, today are still active and in force for the slow motion disaster. Third, when disaster strikes, think insurance. I realize that you're in a corporate law department. However, when any kind of loss takes place, work with your insurance professionals. If you have an in-house risk management department, enlist your risk manager to help dealing with the loss, even if it's an unusual type of loss. Second, work with outside insurance professionals, such as an insurance broker or an insurance claims advocate, and use their special knowledge to help deal with your losses. Fourth, when you see that loss, give notice, and give notice now. You'd be surprised how many times insurance claims are made more difficult by either a failure to provide notice timely or simply providing notice late for no good reason. So if you have a loss today, work with your insurance professionals and give notice now. What you will have to do after providing notice is deal with something called a reservation of rights letter, and the usual course is to make sure you respond, often disagreeing with a reservation of rights letter, or you may receive a denial of insurance coverage. Similarly, you want to respond to those denials and perhaps keep track of a potential bad faith denial of insurance coverage, because that can give rise to additional rights. Fifth point is to reject improper post-loss underwriting. What does that mean to underwrite after the loss? Well, sometimes insurance companies treat your claim as though they sold you a different insurance policy. In other words, they'll treat your claim as though they sold a policy with an exclusion that's not in your policy. Or they'll treat your claim as though the insurance policy they sold is more narrow, or as though you're in a different business. All of those sorts of improper arguments we call post-loss underwriting. It shouldn't happen, and you should resist those attempts. Tip number 6, when you have a loss, assemble the right team. And who's on that right team? Often it'll be defense counsel. Often it will include one of your insurance professionals. It may also include either an accounting forensic expert or an engineering forensic expert, and perhaps it will include some other types of insurance professionals such as brokers or outside coverage counsel. Lastly, number 7, do not take no for an answer when it comes to insurance claims. If you know the facts and you know the law and you know what the impact is of those facts and that law on your claim, you can be better prepared than your opponent on the insurance company side. Develop a resolution strategy for your claim and follow the old adage, if you want peace, prepare for war. And good luck with your insurance claim.